You guys fired up? Are you fired up? Are we fired up? There we go, there we go. Hey you guys, I'm so excited to be here. You know, back in 1998, sitting in the top row, and I came out here, you guys, I gotta share with you. I remember having a conversation with Ed Mollett, and I said, Ed, I'm broke. I ain't got no money to come to convention. He said, Charlier, you're 33 years old, and the fact that you don't have a couple of $100 to come to convention is the very reason you need to come. So I got together, 5 of us in a car, and we chipped in $5 a piece, drove down to Vegas, stayed in Motel 6, and there was 5 of us in a Motel 6. I had a gallon of water, a loaf of bread, some peanut butter and jelly, and I sat up top, and I saw some of the top leaders here from Rich Stolley and Monty Holmes and all these leaders sold me the dream. And I tell you, you got a lot of information right now. But this business is about spirit. It's got to get in your heart. And I remember sitting up there thinking to myself, man, this is my shot at the big time. So I left convention. I got fired up. I couldn't explain to you what it is that we do, but I was fired up about where I was going. And I had 2 stories that was being told to me. See, at the time, I'm 33 years old. I'm broke. I'm living payday to payday. I'm struggling, right? Struggling. And I said, man, something's got to change. And I came here to WFG, and they sold me a dream. They said, man, Charlier, you can have it if you want it, but it ain't going to be easy. 9 months later, I'm at my job, and I'm saying, am I making a decision? And I remember Mollett said, hey man, we got places to go. We're going to do some big stuff. You got to quit your job. You got to go full time. You got to go all in. This is your shot. But I got 13 years in the military. I was in the Marines for 13 years. I was a Marine Corps drill instructor. I carried the colors for the president, right? I led the Marine Corps solid drill team. I had all these decorations, but at the end of the day, I was still broke and I was still living payday to payday. My mom was still working 14 hours a day in New York, 5 days a week, and I'm frustrated. And Mollett is selling me the dream. He said, Charlier, you gotta go for it. What is it that you're afraid of? And on the other side, my buddies in the military, they're like, Dan, you can't get out the Marine Corps. You got 13 years in. You only got 7 years to go to get your retirement. My master sergeant tells me, you're crazy to get out. For a dream? What are they telling you over there? You're drinking the Kool-Aid over there. People don't leave after 13 years. And guess what? I left. I got out. I didn't do inactive reserves. My buddies told me back in 1998, you're crazy to get out. I said, you're crazy to stay in, knowing what I know about WFG. 17 years later, you guys, a couple months ago, 3 months ago, I'm going down to Orange County, and my wife and I are celebrating one of my buddies' birthday. And I got my mom in the car, which my mom retired. I met my dream woman, my wife. She's in the car, my baby's in the car. And we're going down, and we're staying at a place called Pelican Hill. We drive up to the gate at Pelican Hill, and guess who's working the gate? My old boss is working the gate. I jump out the car. I said, Master Son Cornelio, how you doing? And he said, man, I retired 20 years ago, and I've been working here for 6 years. I said, you have? I said, how is it? He said, man, I just got selected for Employee of the Month. Then he looked at me, and he said, so what are you doing these days? I said, Todd, I said, remember 1999 when I told you I was getting out? He said, yeah. I said, I did. And I said, you know what I'm doing? I'm still doing the very thing that I told you I was doing. I'm doing WFG. And he looks at me and he goes, man, I knew you were going to do it. And as I drove off and I parked my car for a second and I stopped and I thought to myself, what if I would have allowed him to influence me at that time? See, most of you are sitting here, and all of us have backgrounds here. See, when I first came in the military, when I first went in the Marines, there was all this ego. The Army thought they were better than the Air Force. The Air Force thought they were better than the Navy. The Navy says, you know what? The Navy's like, well, you know what? The Marines are the Department of the Navy. The Marines said, well, we're the men's department of the Navy. All this crap, right? But you know what happens? When we go to war, we realize, the Army realized we need the Air Force. The Marines realize we need the Navy, and we start to work together. See, we have a crusade here. We have a crusade here. See, all these EVCs up front, these are our business partners. I tell you, I've been in leadership for years, and there's no better leadership than WFG. Last night I'm hanging out with a couple of my guys. And some other guys from another company just came over, and let me tell you, we let them have it so bad, you guys. This is WFG is #1. You got to get that in your heart. You got to get it in your local office. You got to stand up for our crusade. Nobody does it better. We're #1. Nobody does it better. In your local offices. See, this has got to happen in your local offices. It's got to happen on one-on-one. I got one of my directs, Tony Locke. He came up to me, he said, Charlier, I got an appointment with the president of the Oscars. I said, set it up, let's go to lunch. We go to lunch, we sit down, we talk, I tell her the WFG story. I invite her down to the BPM. She comes down to the BPM, she sees the WFG story. She says, you know what? This is the president of the Oscars. She says, you know what? Can I do this part-time? I said, yes, you can do this part-time. And our hiring interview is Monday. You know, last night, Wednesday night, we had the blue group up here, right? Know who we're gonna get in here? We just had Cardone up there. Cardone is so fired up about WFG. This is his dream. This is his dream. He's so fired up. And you know who else we're going to get up here? We're going to get Jay-Z up here. I'm talking to him already because we're tired of all this other stuff. We listen to all kind of music. We're going to listen to some Jay-Z up on stage and blow this place up. Thank you guys. See you.